ones just look funny. Funny how?
For once, I'd have to agree. I'd rip those things to shreds in a fight.
Welcome back, Aloy. I see you have recovered Poseidon.
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Got it. Hey, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy.
When I dove down, I found data about the man who built the dome. It turns out he was a member of Zenith. But if he loved Vegas so much, why did he abandon it?
The Zeniths, at their core, have proven to be exceptional survivalists. Faced with overwhelming odds of extinction, they chose to flee.
Even still, water to the wasteland, an entire city brought back to life. 1,000 years later, the whole place was still on standby, just waiting for someone. So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on condition.
Yes. From here to observe weather and...
That would have been quite a sight.
It may still be possible to view some of... Should you find and reconnect the cameras to this room's
I'll keep a lookout. I should...
Goodbye.
There we go. More data for the dome.
Error. Drone offline. I like this one.
Painted their faces with something called...
I don't think that door had power before, but... looks like it's malfunctioning.
Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac! Daddy sure does love his little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus. She's been watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
You know, I used to watch this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big...
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough.
And then?
One day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, that Tilda was waiting for me. In a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was a liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
What else can you tell us about Tilda?
She liked to talk about her paintings.
What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that?
She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect.
Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage?
She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses.
You said that Tilda reached out to you. Using a data channel?
It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home.
And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it?
To them, it looked like I was still in training. Toiling away. Alone.
So this secret virtual space... looked like a house with an ocean view?
I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls, crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave.
You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files?
Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many.
That didn't interest you?
I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis.
Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use?
No. Any information about them was redacted.
So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things?
I don't! Okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is! When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them.
Okay. Let's leave it at that then.
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Laurel. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds. risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it... all is. I'm sorry, she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him. But he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath. Oh. Aloy. Why is this door locked now?
Beta requested the use of that room as her personal space. I have locked it at her request.
Okay. Looks like some kind of maintenance space. This leads. Power cells? Huh. That did it.
Aloy? A bunch of lights just turned on up here? Was that you?
Yeah, I guess it was.
I'm telling you, the old ones put blades on their feet, and
Danced on ice.
that doesn't sound safe.
Does sound fun, though.
Looks like some of the holograms are working now.
I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map.
Mind if we...
Of course.
I should get going.
If I...
I will. Looks like Gaia was able to unlock that door. There's a lot of equipment in here. Gaia? What was all this for?
This room was designed for management of the facility's vast seed banks. From here, control center operatives would have monitored new crop rotations into the automated farmlands, now known as Plainsong.
I see.
I've been tackling the design of the Ag Lab. Place is gonna have a lot of seed stock to work with. My favorite? Sample 626. Calotropis. I've been tackling the design of the Ag Lab's Gigantea. The crown flower. We used to have one in our backyard. Butterflies always fluttering around. Every morning, August would run out there to check under the leaves. See if any caterpillars turned into chrysalises. Now, I'd like to imagine that the future will be filled with them.
Thousands of plant samples stored deep below the facility. I could ask Gaia about them the next time I talk to her.
Did you know there used to be a rainforest so big the old ones called it the lungs of the planet? But they helped bring part of it back in Sobek.
I see you, champion. Sit, please. Outlander. I hear we have you to thank for healing the wound in the sand. My people are in your debt.
How's the commander?
Distracted. Beset by new problems.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I wonder what happened.
Don't let the pretty land...
Outlander. I offer you an honorable trade. Are you... Outlander.
Must be precise.
We'll be back soon, I'm sure of it.
Climbs a mighty wall. I'd have traded my best blade to see him tossed down by an outlander.
Not me. It's too damn cold up in those mountains.
Regala can challenge an outlander. She needs to get out. I heard you got some fresh ink. What did you do?
Aloy of the Nora. I've been told you fought at the Grove and saved many from Regala's machines. Our blood debt to you grows.
I just wish there didn't need to be fighting at all.
You and me both. So, what brings you here?
Just checking up on Arrowhand.
The people here like having one of their own as commander. And Draka's been true to his word. Water rations have flowed steadily in. I'll keep watch here until he appoints a new leader.
Looks like it's in good hands then. I should get going.
May the Ten guide your way.
Now that was impressive.